Hello, boys and girls. Today we're going to do another book talk for grades 1 to 4. And today the book is Flat Stanley. And here it is, Flat Stanley. Flat Stanley is a little boy who woke up one morning flat as a board. During the night while he was asleep, a bulletin board fell on him in his bed. He wasn't hurt. He felt fine, and he liked being flat. He didn't have to open doors to go from room to room. He was able to slide underneath the door because he was so flat. His little brother wanted to become flat also. He was a little bit jealous of Stanley being flat, so he tried to make himself flat by piling lots of books on top of him. It didn't work. Now, one day, Stanley said he wanted to visit a friend in California. His parents said that they couldn't afford for him to go by plane. And so what they did was, because he was flat, they put him in a brown envelope and they dropped him in a mailbox. And he went off to visit his friend in California. One day, his brother wanted to fly a kite, but he didn't have one. And so Stanley said he would let him put a string on him and fly him as a kite. But his brother got impatient and watched his friend eating, so he went to get himself a snack. And in the meantime, poor Stanley, he flew into a tree, and he stayed there until his brother remembered where he was. He had fun being flat. One day, it turns out that the art museum had somebody stealing the paintings from the museum, but they couldn't catch the thieves. And so he offered to help. And what he did was he posed as Little Bo Peep, and he stood in a picture frame and watched all night until the thieves came, and he helped the police catch them. He had fun being flat. He liked being flat. It was a novelty. But after a little while, everybody got used to him being flat, and he didn't like being made fun of. So one day he said to his brother, "I don't like being flat anymore, but I can't figure out how to get regular again." His brother thought about it, and what he did was he got the bicycle pump, and he attached the bicycle pump to Flat Stanley. And he pumped it a little bit at a time, and Stanley puffed up and became normal again. Now, there are lots of different stories about Flat Stanley. I have some of them here. Here, he goes to space. This one is the Christmas one. In addition to the regular Flat Stanley books, there are also Flat Stanley's World Adventures. And the first one was at Mount Rushmore. Mount Rushmore this past weekend was where the fireworks were for the 4th of July. But there are a few of those where he goes elsewhere. This is the Great Egyptian Grave Robbery. This is the Japanese Ninja Surprise. Here he's going on a safari. He goes to Mexico, all over the world. So, when we finally open again, and you can come in and check out books, we have all these Flat Stanley stories that you can check out and read yourself. Remember, boys and girls, to watch for Book Talk, grades 1 to 4, every Monday morning. I'll have another interesting book next Monday. See you then.